Alright, gamer fans, are you ready? Let me ask a question. What is the #1 mother of all fighting game series? Now, I'm not just talking about beat-em-ups like Ninja Turtles or anything like that. I'm talking about simply head-to-head, stand there and beat the shit out of your opponent and watch blood come out of them type game. Give up? Well, it should be a no-brainer. How about Mortal Kombat? Yeah, now we're talking. This is what started the greatest, most controversial game series of all time. See, this was before GTA and Doom and Call of Duty and all those other controversial games we have today. There's about 1 million of them. This is even before they had the rating system up. These were the games that pretty much started it all. Now, you may think, this is obviously better than Street Fighter. Well, think again. Street Fighter actually inspired these games. That is because Street Fighter goes back as far back as to the 8-bit console known as the NES. That gray little box there. Yep. But these started out on the Super Nintendo, the 16-bit console. Obviously, these were made far after Street Fighter started and made their debut. So, obviously Street Fighter is awesome, but it's only brutal violence. There's no blood. But this game, blood and everything. Yeah. So, let's start out with #1, Mortal Kombat. This to me is more of like an experimental start to this series. You first notice there's not much blood in this game. Well, I guess it is kind of old, so it makes a lot of sense. But still, this game was made in 1992. Why isn't there blood in the game? I mean, video games aren't up to that big step yet. Well, let's keep playing. There's gotta be some blood. There's not many playable characters. The graphics are aged. What can you say? It's kind of fun. Well, it's not bad in the sense, but if you really are a die-hard Mortal Kombat fan, you can check it out if you're curious enough, but seriously, why isn't there that much blood in this game? I mean, this is a 16-bit console. Even though there's a right selection of characters, there's fatalities, and yeah, you even get the pit fatality too. But wait, why don't they land on the spikes? I don't understand that. You punch them off with just uppercutting them, but why don't they land on the spikes? I never really got too far in this game, but if you do that sliding kick thing, whatever it is, the sweep, pretty much you can make your way through a lot easier. But really, it's not too much fun, and it's not really a bad game, but it's not really that great either. I mean, I don't know, I'm getting kind of bored pretty fast, but if you're really curious enough, you can check it out if you want to. But to me, it just doesn't seem like the real, true Mortal Kombat game. I guess the arcade counterpart is obviously more superior. I wouldn't know, because I haven't really played it much, but I don't know. I never really cared for this version. I honestly never did, and, well, it's okay. Final verdict, 1 up, 1 down on this one. Not bad, but not great. So, well, that's all I have to say about the game. But what became of that? Well, here's your answer. The sequel. Yeah, now this is the one that most Mortal Kombat fans are familiar with. If you were disappointed in the first one, this is the sequel that you want. Comparing this to the first one is like comparing Assassin's Creed 2 to Assassin's Creed 1. It's like comparing Terminator 2 to Terminator 1. You don't really need the first one. All you need is the sequel. Yeah. This, to me, feels like the real start to this series. Why? Well, let's check it out. That's why, because there's blood in this game. It's more graphic. It's more violent. Yeah, this is Mortal Kombat right here. It's bloody, it's violent, it's gruesome. It's what you call a true Mortal Kombat game. Granted, it's not nearly as graphically pixelatedly perfect as its arcade counterpart, but for a Super Nintendo 16-bit console, you gotta admit, this is kick-ass. Yeah. First stage, punch him in the acid pool. Yeah, what's the trick? You hold B and A down and you uppercut him. Yeah, it's so cool. If you notice, there's more characters in the game. They're represented a lot better, even though they're missing two characters, Sonya Blade and Kano. But there's a perfectly good reason, because if you go in Shao Kahn's fighting arena, they're captured. If you follow the storyline, you'll notice that, and it'll say it, of course, but who gives a shit about the storyline? It's beat 'em up, it's kick-ass, it's blood to the death. Yeah. Fatalities are kick-ass. You got Liu Kang making a return, as well as a lot of other characters in the game, like Raiden. Oh yeah, now we're talking. Liu Kang's fatalities in the first game are pretty lame, as well as any others. But in this game, wow, what an improvement. This one fatality, I have to admit, is absolutely my most favorite one. In fact, it's on my top 10 best finishing move list, and it's at number 1. Why? Look at it. He morphs into a dragon and bites the torso off. It's awesome. It's iconic. It's on the freaking game cover. Yeah. Now that's what I'm talking about. What a way for one of the best fighters in this game to represent one of the greatest fighting games of all time. That's awesome. You get Shang Tsung as a playable character, and he can morph into every single character in this game, except for Shao Kahn, who actually makes his first appearance in this game. That is because Shang Tsung is actually the last boss in the first game. In this game, there's actually 2 last boss. In the first game, there was actually a second to last boss called Goro. I always confuse Goro with Kintaro, because they sort of look the same, but it actually took me a few years to figure out that they're 2 completely different characters. Goro has 4 arms, but Kintaro has tiger stripes on his back as well as 4 arms. And he can also stomp you too. Wow, what a pain in the ass he is in this game. I mean, he massacres you. I'm not kidding. Although, there is a cheat code to actually take more health away from your computer opponent and win a lot faster. Because I tried everything. I can only get 1 round on Kintaro without cheating. All the rest of the times, he massacres me with the stomping, the punching, the grabbing, everything. Every bit of way possible. And you thought that was hard? Well, Shao Kahn will murder you. Literally. He rams you and rams you. See, I'm doing it with the cheat, and I just murdered him. Pretty cool ending, I must say. But damn, I couldn't imagine trying to beat this without cheating. Getting back to Shang Tsung's morphs, yeah, he can morph into every single character, except for Shao Kahn, and except for Kintaro. Oh wait, except for the fatality. Yeah. Yeah, you hold the button in for 30 seconds, or more. I'd say the more the merrier. And then stand at the right distance, and there you go. That's the fatality for you. Pretty cool, right?